Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and we're in Brno in the Czech Republic, a random town between Prague and Vienna. They've got mummified remains of monks here and a really cool church, the St. Peter and Paul Cathedral. If you're on the train, it's great to hop off. But today I have a really good advice for you that doesn't deal with where you should go or what you should see. It's the 6 ways that you can blow your budget while traveling. So, the first thing you need to know is you can blow your budget on tickets. You need to realize is you can spend a lot more money getting a last minute ticket than you do if you book earlier. Now, this isn't just plane tickets. Like plane tickets, you should book 6 months in advance to get the best price. Waiting at 6 weeks, you're gonna get a really high price. But it's not just on the plane tickets. If you take the trains, you can order tickets online. Traveling in Germany, traveling in Austria or Italy, you can buy your tickets months in advance from their websites of their train systems like Deutsche Bahn.de or the Austrian system. And sometimes those tickets, if you buy them early, will be 50% less. I mean, think about it. You're going to spend half the money you would have on your train tickets. Same thing, you can get cheaper tickets for buses, planes, all kinds of things. So book early, because the first thing you're gonna blow your budget on is overpaying for tickets. The second thing you're gonna blow your budget on is food, because I see people and they go have their big meal at dinner, because in the US, that's when we have our big meal, is dinner time. Well, here in Europe, dinner menus are always more expensive than the lunch menus. So save yourself some money and go eat your big meal at lunch to get the lunch special. Also, another thing you can do to help save money and not blow the budget on food, go to grocery stores and pick up food there. Even if it's just snacks or rolls or bread and cheese, it can save you a lot of money spending €5 at the grocery store versus €50 at a restaurant. Another thing to help you with your food costs is not blow the budget is, stay at restaurants that give you a free breakfast. Fill yourself up on that so you can go through the day, get a 2 o'clock lunch meal, finish that way, and then you're not even hungry at dinner, or if you are, you can just have a little snack from the supermarket and it's okay. The third way you can blow your budget when you travel is on your lodging, whether it's your hotels or your hostels. There's ways that you can be spending too much. Because one thing I see a lot of people do is, oh, I'm gonna stay at the hotel or hostel that's out of the town or out of the center because it's €10 cheaper or €20 cheaper. The thing is if you stay out late at night and you have to take a taxi out there and back, well, that might actually cost more than the price difference. Also, what about your time? If you only have 10 days in Europe, do you want to spend 45 minutes or an hour in the local train going to your hotel and coming back? So that can blow your budget. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, just stay at hostels. They're so cheap. Yes, they are, if you're a solo traveler. If you're going in a group, sometimes it's cheaper to get like a 2-star hotel with 2 people than it is to get 2 people in a hostel, because hostels are not as cheap as they used to be. Though they are getting much nicer, and some hostels are actually nicer than hotels, but it's one of those things we're looking at not blowing our budget, okay? The fourth way you might blow your budget is overdoing the sites. You don't have to go to every single museum, okay? It's really cool, but the thing is that's gonna add up, because when it's 10 to 15 euros per museum or more, heck, you can spend 90 euros in one day seeing churches and museums, and boom, there goes your budget. So what you say is, instead of blowing your budget on that, pick the 1 or 2 or 3 museums you really want to see and go to those. And if there's anything you can enjoy from the outside, maybe have an outdoor experience at those things. For example, when we go to Paris, we don't go up the Eiffel Tower anymore. We pack a lunch. Oh look, we pack a lunch from the supermarket, saving money. We take that to the park behind the Eiffel Tower and we have lunch there. And so we have a nice family experience at the Eiffel Tower. You know what? Leaning Tower of Pisa, we did the exact same thing. We're at the Leaning Tower, we got to enjoy it, see it, all these things, but I didn't have to buy 4 tickets for us all to go up there. So make sure you choose the museums and sites you really want to see that are worth spending the money. Other times, you know what? Maybe it's time not to go see every single thing out there. Also, if you go see them all, you'll get burned out real quick. The fifth way you can blow your budget when you're traveling is picking expensive cities. Now, I'll meet people that say, okay, I'm gonna go to Stockholm, Oslo, Helsinki, then London, and we're gonna finish off in Switzerland. All beautiful, awesome places, but all of them are really really expensive, okay? If you want to go to someplace expensive like a Switzerland, which is beautiful, realize that that's going to take away some of your budget. So if you go to expensive cities, you know, your 3 nights in London will cost more than maybe a week or 2 in Portugal. So make sure you balance expensive countries and cheap countries, because not everyone has money. And I mean, I know I don't. I mean, we're here in Prague traveling now, that we're going to Spain, and then we're going to go to Belgium where it's a little more pricey. We choose these things this way so we don't blow our budget just going to London and Scandinavia, okay? So make sure when you're choosing cities, you choose ones that'll fit on your budget so your money can go a lot farther. And the 6th way you can blow your budget is on a Eurail pass. And if it's not Eurail, it might be an Interrail pass, because some of these are very much worthwhile if you're going long distances or you're traveling in countries that have expensive trains, like a Germany. However, if you're only going to stay in Italy, it's not worth it because the trains in Italy are pretty cheap. If you're going in Eastern Europe or Central Europe, it's pretty cheap. Portugal, it's pretty cheap. It's not worth spending $1,000 on a Eurail pass if you're only going to spend 500 euros worth of train tickets. So look up the train prices. Euroaid.com has stuff. Look at Bahn.de, the German railroad trains or the countries you're going to, and they'll give you an idea of those prices and add it up. And you may say, you know what, it's not worth it for the Eurail. And you know what, maybe even throw in flights with, you know, EasyJet, which we really like. And you know what, it's not worth it for the Eurail, and you can really blow your budget that way, especially if you're over 26. Now, students have a much better price for Eurail, so that's nice. But like if you're me and you're over 26, dang it, sometimes it's not worth it. It's convenient, but it might be worth it. Okay? Well, I hope that helped you not blow your wad of cash on your travels. If you want to learn more about traveling, 10 ways to save money so you can travel, 10 ways to save more money while you are traveling, check us out at our website at woltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter and Facebook, and we really like and appreciate all the likes and subscriptions and comments. And if you have other ways people blow their budget while traveling, please leave a comment below so we can help other people save money while they travel. So I'll leave you alone. I'm going to go enjoy some more of Brno and maybe go see the mummy monks again. Bye from Brno in the Czech Republic. Bye.